Hello everyone, GeneralApple here, and welcome back to another house in Fata Morgana video. And on our last playthrough, we met the new girl, which name I still, for the life of me, cannot pronounce. But it was pretty suspicious, because I think this new girl didn't came for no reason. I think she's working for the bandits that will eventually raid the brothel, which we already know about. But we don't really know the fine detail. That's why I'm not 100% sure. So, you know what? Let's just dive right into that, and we'll get to see our truth. Because I'm pretty sure this is really close. We're really close to the raid, I'm pretty sure. There she is. I'm stuffed. It's amazing how much of a difference a little bread makes. Ha, glad you enjoyed it. Cause starting tomorrow, you gotta work if you wanna eat. Aye aye, boss. Oh right, she'll be working here too. It almost slipped my mind. She seemed like such an innocent girl. So far removed from carnal desire. Yet she's still out there selling her body. Letting them put their filthy hands all over it. What's up, Morg? You've been staring at my face something fierce. What, I was just admiring the unusual color of your skin. Ah, yes, I'm not from around these parts. I'd like to go back home someday, but who knows if that'll ever happen. Home. She did say she was taken from her home and sold off. I imagine that would make it difficult to go back. Speaking of, you and Jacopo look kinda similar skin color-wise. They do. Do we? We're deafs both on the darker side. I wish I had a super pretty white skin like yours, boss. Huh, I appreciate the compliment, but most of everyone around here is really fair. My skin's nothing special. And just because we both have tan skin doesn't necessarily mean we're from the same region. Where are you from, Jackie? Jackie? Pretty dang adorable nickname, ain't it? I would very much appreciate it if you never called me that again. But it's so cute. Back to the question of where I'm from. I don't remember. In my earliest memories, I was already living here. Chances are things weren't great wherever it was. Otherwise, I would probably remember something. Ah, darn. That's too bad. But you know, Jackie, maybe where you came from is close to where I came from. Go back a few generations and maybe we even share some family. I'd wager a guess you've probably come from the same part of the world as me. If you go back far enough, you might even find we share ancestors. Oh, that's what Jacopo said to Morgana. But who knows? I told you to stop calling me that. Though, I suppose there's a chance you're right about that. That makes us family then, Jackie. Get off me. Let go, damn it. Well, she seems to have taken quite a liking to you. Why did I just think that I wish he had said that no, they weren't? Oh, a little bit of jealousy. Once it started getting dark out, the kitchen became a deserted wasteland. The girls went off to work, and he went home. The brothel was divided into two distinct work and living areas. If it weren't, they were used the whole building for business, I probably would have to run off long ago. If I had only ever been in the work area during the day, I'd only been. And though it was largely masked by the scent of various incenses burned through the night, it was filled with the unmistakable raw stench of men. Ugh. Cleaning it always put me in a dour mood. The corpses I gathered and buried were far less repulsive. In the living area, there was the kitchen, storage areas, and a large hall of sorts, which the girl used as a communal bedroom. They would stumble in after a long night of work and all sleep together like a big family. Oh, that's kind of nice. I made a point of sleeping off in the corner, which wasn't strictly necessary since I slept while they worked and vice versa. I could just never seem to make myself comfortable sleeping in the middle of such a big empty space. Today was slightly different though. I wasn't sleeping alone. Jern was there, which I suppose shouldn't have surprised me. Let's sleep together, Morg. Absolutely not. Why not? I dislike people putting their hands all over me. It makes me uncomfortable. I see. So, what you posed is to is snuggling, not sleeping together. And here I thought you didn't like me. I was about to cry. It's still too early to decide how I feel about you. We only met today. All the more reason we should sleep together. In what way did that make any sense? Simple. The best way to get to know me better is through some good old-fashioned spooning. Words don't got nothing on plain physical contact. That's how you get to know what someone's really like on the inside. Your choice of words makes that sound incredibly improper. Besides, I start work tomorrow, which means I probably won't get another chance to sleep with you for a while. So it's gotta be tonight, please. Fine. But only if you agree to give me enough space. At least let me finish my sentence. I gotta get in there before you have a chance to change your mind. It feels like we've adopted a dog. I promise, I'm 101% human. I never said you weren't, just that. Never mind. I take it back. It's not like we got a dog. It's like a tornado dropped in and made a horrible mess of my day. That's a turn for you. You just wait. I'll crack at that big old icy shell of yours soon, Morgs. Is that really how I come off? Out of curiosity, are you not afraid of being so close to me? Huh? Why would I be? When you first saw my face, you thought it was caused by some kind of disease. Are you not concerned that that still might be the case? And that, you might catch whatever it is? Well, you probably wouldn't be here if it was something contagious. As sweet as Maria is, she wouldn't keep you around if she thought you might get the other girl sick. And nobody else seems all that concerned at breakfast. Which means whatever those marks on your face are, Morgs, they're probably not danger to anybody else. I'm surprised. You actually have something resembling a functioning brain. Believe it or not, I'm super duper smart. Now that I know isn't true. But anyway, I'm talking more emotionally. You can logically understand that I probably don't pose any danger and still be uncomfortable, still want to keep your distance. I know several of the girls do, and I can't blame them either. They need to be healthy to work, to make their living. There's nothing wrong with wanting to avoid any potential risk, no matter how small. Or perhaps they don't even realize they're doing it themselves, in which case there's nothing anyone can do. I'm not sure how much help I can be, since I don't really get why anyone would want to keep their distance from you. But I don't think it's that hopeless. If they don't realize they're doing it, then you just have to open their eyes, easy peasy. Make them realize, and then tell them, stop trying to avoid me. You have the right to at least that much. I really think you need to be a little more assertive, Morgs. No one's gonna get mad if you stick up for yourself every once in a while. They will, though. What? Who will? All men's suffering is purposeful. It is all part of God's plan, His trial for us on this earth. He would be very displeased if I were to turn my back on His plan for me. I really think you're overthinking it, Morgs. Less than fun things mean more room for fun things, and more fun things is always better. Would you call your life fun? Huh? You were taken from your home, and now you work as a prostitute in the slums of a strange country. Do you call that fun? It just seems depressing to me. Nope, I'm perfectly happy. Not a soul in the world. Hasn't been a single day in my life I felt sad or depressed or like life sucks. I mean, sure, there are days when I think it'd be nice to see my mom again, but I don't really have time to worry about anything other than here and now. And as far as I'm concerned, now is always the best time of my life. Don't got any room to feel bad about anything. I see. You're quite the optimist. So much it almost burns. I consider myself lucky to have ended up at this brothel. Everyone's amazing. Then, I pray you'll find yourself at home here. Aw, you're kinda sweet, Morgs. Kinda? Slip of the tongue. You're always sweet. So, hey, Morgs. How'd you end up here a couple of years back? I was thrown into a carriage by a strange man and brought here, with no chance of ever returning. Not taken, but sold. Though ultimately, the difference is insignificant. You were? I came through a similar route as you. Oh, huh. Guess that makes us peas in a pod. Not at all. We're anything but. I'm nowhere near as optimistic as her. Never mind energetic and cheerful. No, don't be foolish, Morgana. That's not why we're not alike. It's because I'm God-chosen daughter. I have absolutely no reason to feel inferior to a mere prostitute. We're nothing alike, and we must never be. P, you're so warm, Morgs. I'm gonna sleep great tonight. I am such a disgrace. Oh, God. She's starting to feel bad about her behavior. Nobleman! Lord Barnier, we are all very much interested in seeing the saint's miraculous power for ourselves. So another flashback, or I guess a dream? A bad one? I knew it would not be long before someone asked. We've much too healthy to see the effects of the miracle in ourselves after all. Which, of course, is anything but a problem. Falling ill would only serve to interfere with our ability to enjoy this feast. Well said, my lord. Which is why I have arranged for a most virtuous slave to have the miracle performed upon. Bring him in. Yes, sir. As you can see, the slave is on the verge of death. He can hardly even walk on his own 2 feet. Under any other circumstances, I would keep such an unseemly thing out of sight, so as to not tarnish your festive mood, my guess. But I believe he will serve as a fine sample on which to test the miracle efficacy. He wants to test my miracle? Rejoice, slave. Good fortune shines upon you. You heard me, daughter of God. This poor slave is in need of your assistance. Give unto him your blessing, if you would be so gracious. I don't care how you try to dress it up, Lord. My miracle is not a show for your party. Oh my, so you refuse to heal him then? After making such a scene about how your blood is for the sick, the poor, and the suffering, that is. Even a saint's dignity has its limit, I understand. You don't want to be sullied by this filthy old slave. And he's using some mean mind tricks? I never said any such thing. Then you know what you must do. Do not make me intervene, daughter of God. I'm asking you to do this out of respect. I would happily give my blood for that man. I knew you would come around. Let's see, where should we let your blood from? I see no point in wasting unmarred flesh for a mere slave. Your fingertip will do nicely. He can drink blood directly from the cut, because I certainly don't have any goblets to spare for him. Let us begin then, shall we, daughter of God? That makes me physically flinch. Drink, slave. Suck upon the blood that spilled from her finger. Do not let even a single drop go to waste. Tell me, slave, has your ailment been remedied? If it has, leap into the air for my guess. I am cured, my lord. Behold, I am cured. Oh, splendid. An undeniable miracle. Look, my lord, I'm cured. I'm in a better shape than ever. We've seen more than enough. Stop hopping about like a filthy swamp toad. Yes, my lord. You are dismissed, slave. But first give your thanks to the saint, and all my guests who bore witness to your miraculous recovery. Thank you so much, sirs and madams. Thank you so much, O holy saint. And now that you've borne witness to the blood's power, I'm sure you're all eager to try some for yourselves. What? Most certainly, my lord. With such potent elixir, our good health is all but assured. Indubitably. Please stop this. Do not take any more of my blood. I'm begging. Oh, God. It might all been an act with a slave. I've lost too much blood. I can barely think straight. I suppose I might have overdone it today. You did not come cheap, Saint, so I won't have you dying on me until you've at least provided your gold worth of entertainment. Your actions are an affront to God. My miracles are only for those in need. Is that the only thing you know how to say? I've grown rather tired of hearing it. I will gladly offer my blood for any other ailing slave, but you and your guests are perfectly healthy. You are merely squandering God's gift on yourself. Ha! You foolish little girl. What? Let me tell you something, Saint. I don't believe in your miracles. He said it. How can you say that after seeing that slave boy drink my blood and be healed? What more proof do you need? It was all a show. Yeah, I said it. I said it. It was obvious. It was obvious. Because most people Morgana heal with her blood tend to take a few days to recover, and this was instantaneous. So it didn't really make sense. Well, I told him to feign being ill and cured, or I would send him to the deepest chamber of the dungeon. Even a dog will wear a cat skin if life depends on it. Ah, so what did you think of his performance? Impressive, no? Oh, why? Then why do you keep taking my blood? All I and my guest desire is a good time. You are nothing more than an exhibit for our entertainment. No, you're wrong. My blood does have miraculous powers. I proved it back at the village. It hardly matters either way. Whether you're a saint or a lowly peasant girl is inconsequential. All that matters is that you continue to play the role of a saint. Oof. What's the matter? Are you disappointed? Upset? You're welcome to cry, wail and gnash your teeth like a sniveling little child. That would be entertaining in on its own. Shout at the top of your lungs that you're not a saint, that it was all an act, and beg to be set free. Who knows? Perhaps they might lose interest in you then. Oh God, this is horrible. I am the daughter of God. I will never claim otherwise. I see. Then nothing changes. You will continue to offer your body and spirit to my feasts. Why are you so insistent on remaining a saint, Morgana? Is that Mother's voice? What do you have to gain from handing out blessings for nothing? It is my sacred responsibility as the daughter of God to help all those in need. How noble of you, Morgana. How honorable to not cast aside your duty in the face of such misery. It is the reason I was placed upon this earth. But tell me this. Are your offering genuinely altruistic? What? Are they, Morgana? Oh, it's the... I was about to say it's about the white-haired girl, probably, right? Or do you simply do it out of desire to call yourself benevolent? No, it's not the white-haired girl, because she's the nice side of Morgana. It's probably the other one. Yeah, my voice. So it's starting. When the people of your village sang your praises, when you crushed the man who accused Mother of being a charlatan, you reveled in it. I did not. There's nothing wrong with that, though. It's a perfectly normal reaction. Having pride and feeling a sense of superiority are perfectly human emotion, especially in a child as young as you. The reason you feel shame about your pride, however, is the very source of that pride, your identity as the daughter of God. Free yourself from those chains and the guilt they cause you. Go back to being an ordinary little girl. You can do that. Remove the chains and pass them on to me. Whoa. No! Hands off, you silly. What an awful nightmare. Dreaming about my time at the Lord Manor is bad enough. But go back to being an ordinary little girl? No, absolutely not. That is not an option. My whole life would become meaningless if I were to do that. Not that I could ever call myself normal with a face like this. There's nothing ordinary about me. If I were to lose my position as the daughter of God, I would be nothing but a hideous child. Oof. That's tough. That's tough. We got to see a lot more from Morgana perspective, and we got to see a lot of about her personality. That is really, really put things into perspective. In about a week time, Jern makes herself thoroughly at home at the brothel. She had evidently found herself quite a few fans among the clientele, some of whom came specifically to see her. Most found her peculiar, hyper-energetic disposition overwhelming at first, but quickly warmed up to her. Not a single person seemed to dislike her, at least among those who came in contact with. Her second week, Jern started branching out beyond the brothel. On her days off, she would go down the pub and sing for the audience on a makeshift stage of tables. Her first day performing, she dragged me with her, claiming she was too nervous to go alone. So I sat in the corner as she sang. Everyone was quite surprised at how well she could sing, and they were practically drawn to her unfamiliar melodies. Perhaps they were songs from her home country, or perhaps she had picked them up elsewhere. But regardless, her music and exotic appearance made for an enchanting performance. When it was over, the audience roared with applause, and I was convinced she was a much better choice to sing for them than me. Oh. By her third week, even Maria had begun to come around. At first, the most approval Jern would squeeze out of Maria was an exasperated sigh at something dumb she said, or something careless she did. But as her popularity grew, and with it, the customer base, Maria softened up. "Man, am I glad to have you working here," she said with a big grin, patting Jern on the back. To me, Maria's motivation seemed rather shallow, but considering she ran the brothel in all but name, it should have come at little surprise that she was so easily swayed by money. Well, yeah, it's kind of Maria thing. 4 weeks after her arrival, there was no one around who didn't know Jern. The peacekeepers had all taken quite a liking to her as well, particularly the number 1 man, the big one whose name I had trouble remembering. Whenever he ran into her, he would say, "Hey there, Jern, I'm fresh out of coin, but you want to spend the night together? No money, no business. Ah, don't be such a killjoy." Oh god. All the men in my life, in fact, had warmed up quite noticeably to her, including him. At meals, there was a seldom quiet moment. Oh, so lively in there. And there was nothing wrong with that. I should have been pleased to see everyone so merry. I should have been happy. I should have celebrated their joy. But by the time a full month had passed, I found myself avoiding Jern at every opportunity. Huh? Who could that be at this hour? I'm coming. Calm the hell down. Good morning, Jackie. Oh god. Wait. Don't close the door on me. I'm bad enough with morning as it is. The last thing I need to start my day with is a human noisemaker. Now that's not very nice. I thought we were friends, Jackie. I'm here on business too, not to play around. Christ. Fine. What business? And make it quick. House call. Wait, you didn't even let me finish before you started closing the door. First, you don't even do house calls. Second, it's past closing hours. Yeesh, you're no fun. Maybe I'll start calling you Jackie the Joke Killer. Can't you at least play along for a bit before shutting it down? Why am I being... I'm the one being criticized. It's way too early for this shit. I'll have you know, I've never been fun. That's true. You're about as fun as a virgin client. What? Did you just call me? You opened the door. So seriously, what are you here for? Obviously not a house call. Well, if you want, I can make it one. Not a chance in hell. Get to the point now, before I toss you into the latrine. Now, calm yourself. As someone famous once might have said, every minute angry is a day of your life. And who do you think is making me so angry? Ugh. Anyways, Maria needs some supplies acquired, urgently. Looking for someplace willing to part with some lumber. Free, if possible. Lumber? What for? Lost a floorboard last night. You did? What, did someone get a little too into it? Oh man, you have no idea. This big old gorilla of a guy comes in, snarling like he wants to eat us alive. He starts getting it and bangs a hole on the floor. No joke, and it doesn't stop either. All the girls taking turns with him, cause just one not enough to keep up. The place is howling all night long. Oh, wow, sounds like a sternest night. Yep, sure would be, if it really happened. Truth is, it was just an old rotten board. I swear to God, girl. I'm never going to get that image out of my head either. Ah, you're blushing, Jackie. You never know you're a regular at a whorehouse. I'm not a regular, and you damn well know it. Why are you even coming to me ask for help anyway? Surely you can handle a little shopping trip on your own. Yeah, kinda figured you'd say that. Though, it wouldn't hurt to ask though. Okay, I'm out of here then. It's past closing hours. I said as much myself a moment ago. She just got off work and she's visibly exhausted. Oh, wait, it's fine. I'll take care of it. You go back and get some rest. Ah, you're so sweet, Jackie. Maria was totally right. If pressuring him doesn't work, pull back. Act defeated and he'll fold quicker than than that floorboard. Damn you, Maria. Okay, so what was all that you needed, right? You're done here? Or that there was something else. I just got off work and I'm super crazy tired, but I thought through it and came all the way out here. And? So just maybe you should be offering me a drink or a 10. Okay, fine. You win. It's not like you'll back down if I tell you no anyway. Come on in. Sit wherever. We? Oh, we invited her for a drink. So tell me something, Bjorn. How much longer are you planning on working at a brothel? Huh? Where'd that come from? Just curious. Sounds kinda like you. Don't want me there? I never said that. In fact, your presence has been quite a boon. Maria very pleased with the uptick in business. Then why do you ask? Because it's not a line of work anyone should be in for longer than necessary. Are you still struggling with money? Actually, I don't have anything I need to pay back anymore. Now I'm just saving up for myself. All the more reason you should consider getting out. Find some way you can put one of your other talents to use. I don't know, I'm not really overflowing with talent. I can think of one, at least. Your performances at the pub. They're always a huge hit. Singing isn't the most stable of careers, no. But neither is prostitution. So if you were to choose, I'd say you may be better off going with one that's easier on your body. Me, a singer. Maria and the girls are so good to me though, and I feel awful hopping off the boat after only 1 month. You can put yourself second to some feelings of indebtedness. It's your life and your body to take care of. It's now one responsibility but your own. Do what you think is best for yourself, not what you think you should be doing for others. What's so funny? For all you try to pretend otherwise, deep down, you're a real sweet guy, Jackie. I'm just telling you what the logical things to do in this situation is. Most logical businessmen wouldn't try to chase after workers. They'd work them until there's nothing left. But that's just how it is. Prostitutes are a dime a dozen. In the grand scheme of things, they're not important enough to fret about, because you can replace them easy. I suppose. But you know this brothel is different. Marie and I don't have a manager to answer to. No greedy bastard running the place, intent on working everyone to the bone. It was built up by the girls, so as one of the girls yourself, I'm sure they respect whatever decision you make. Maria values your opinion too. Yeah, she said the same thing when I first showed up, but it's not a job you keep for very long. I'll give it some thought. I'm glad. it never even occurred to me that I could make a living singing. Well, actually, I don't think it ever even occurred to me to think about my future much at all. You're a good guy, Jackie, and Maria's a good boss. We're just doing what anyone else would. So, I generally try not to pry, but I've been wondering, where were you before you came here? What? Whoa, you're really talkative today, Jackie. I'm just in an inquisitive mood. It's been nagging at me for a while now. How low our threshold for satisfaction seems to be. I mean, out here, everyone learns to be happy with what they can get, but Jern in particular feels a bit extreme. You already know about how I was abducted, right? Yeah, that I've heard about. Twice, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. First time was when I was real little. Though I wasn't targeted, it was during a raid. Couple bandits busted in, killed my mom and dad as I watched. Whoa. They spared me, luckily, sold me off to work in the field somewhere as a slave instead. And one day, while I was out on a supply run, I got swiped up and sold off again. Wasn't till about 2 years back when I started working as a prostitute. Was in a different city for a while, then I ended up here. And that about covers it. What's wrong, Jackie? I just wasn't expecting something quite so bleak. You'd never guess from how she acted. Well, pretty much everyone in the slums had their own sad story, don't they? Some more than others, maybe. Luckily, I never had a bad master. Everyone was really nice. I always had food and a place to sleep. So I've never felt like I had it bad. I think that more that qualifies as having it bad. Oh, have you never felt like you got to short the end of the stick? I don't even know what the stick looks like. Never mind which end is the short one. Well, I'll tell you. It's the one you were given. Your parents were murdered, your life suddenly turned upside down. Some strange man decided you were worth this much money, selling you into slavery. You should be furious. You think you're happy right now, but let me tell you this. There was not a damn scrap of happiness to be found here at the bottom of the ladder. It's not until you're a few rungs up, when you're not living on scraps and treated like garbage, that you find anything resembling real happiness. I don't know about that. As far as I'm concerned, if I'm enjoying myself, I'm happy. Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, or hungry or what. Sorry for losing my cool like that. It's not my place to decide what you are and aren't allowed to be happy about. You want to climb higher up the ladder, Jackie? I can't imagine there's anyone who doesn't. Except you just told me you were satisfied right where you are. So I guess that proves me wrong. But I can tell you that me and the gang are thoroughly through putting up with the status quo. We're holding on well enough for the time being because we're young and healthy. But here in the slums, that's only worth so much. Honestly, I can't even think more than a few minutes ahead. So I've never really been concerned about my future. But I think the future you guys are shooting for sounds pretty great. I hope you succeed in creating your utopia. I wouldn't go as far as to call it that. That's basically what it is though, right? You're trying to make the world a place where everyone's equal. Where everyone's got plenty of money and can go see a doctor when they get sick. Where no one starves to death or gets sold into slavery, right? Sounds pretty sweet. I'm rooting for you. My goals are hardly so noble. Say what? Nothing. I agree. That would be a nice world to live in. My dissatisfaction doesn't arise from concern for the world or others. I'm hardly so selfless. Oh right. I just remembered something super duper important, Jackie. And that is? It's almost midsummer, which means festival time. Oh right, that is happening, isn't it? I wanna go. What's stopping you? No, wrong answer. Learn to read between the lines, Jackie. What's stopping you? What an answer. I wanna go with everyone. That's about what I expected her to say. Gather all the girls at the brothel, your peacekeeper bros. Get everyone together and join in the festivity. That seems like a bit too large of a group. Okay then, we can limit it to just the cool people either way. You know, that might not be such a bad idea. Whoa, is the world ending? I didn't expect you to say yes so quickly. You wanna say that one more time, girlie? I was sure you were gonna get all huffy and might fight me over it at least half an hour. A bunch of slum dwellers going to the city proper is only asking for misery. Unless you enjoy being treated like rats, you would be better off celebrating at the pub with people you know. And on and on and on. Is that what she thinks I sound like? It actually sounds exactly like him. I won't pretend I'm thrilled about the idea, but I've also never taken her to festival before, which is why I thought it might be worth considering. You mean Morgs? Morgs? Morgana would never speak to me again if I ever call her that. Yes, Morgana. Seems to me like you're especially nice to her, Jackie. You got a crush on her or something? You had fallen head over heels for her? Excuse me? Who in their right mind would fall for a child that young? You can't deny you care about her, though. You wouldn't do as much as you do for her if you didn't. And I never said I didn't care for her. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have anyone else. So someone's gotta look after her. Oh, so she's like a little sister to you. I'm pretty sure she doesn't see me the same way, though. Yeah, I think she hit it right on the nose there. I imagine this is what it would be like if I had a sister. Anyway, Morgs means a lot to you. That much is obvious to anyone. So how about you ask her if she wants to come to the festival? You'll live with her. It would be much simpler if you did it. She's kinda been keeping her distance lately. Oh, did something happen between you two? Nothing I can think of. Maybe she feels like, when I showed up, I invaded her territory. And she doesn't like me because she doesn't feel as much at home anymore. So, she's being sulky. I didn't realize she was capable of getting moody. Jackie, that's being super superficial, you know? Sure, she can be pretty tough not to crack. But she's an 11-year-old girl. She gets happy and sad and upset as much as anyone else. Try as might, I simply can't envision it. So, you ask her to come, Jackie, put your heart and soul into it, you get her there, and we'll have all the fun at the festival, and it will smooth everything out between me and her. Putting my heart and soul into it might be a counterproductive, but sure, I'll see if she's interested when I go to apply her ointment today. Thanks a bunch. Well, I should get back. Catch you later, Jackie. Take care. Aye aye. Morgana, sulking and avoiding Jern. Now there's an unexpected development. Or maybe, I'm just not paying enough attention. Anyway, I should head out and take care of business. We're back at the cemetery? Excuse me? No, absolutely not. Oh, Morgana is so cute. I love her. You could at least pretend to consider the offer. It's not even worth dignifying with an act. Why would you even think inviting me was a good idea anyway? Seems perfectly reasonable to me. There's no harm in changing things up in a while. Once in a while, give yourself a little break from spending every day in this depressing little graveyard. The very prospect of attending a festival is considerably more depressing. Come on, it could be fun. Don't dismiss it without... Look at my face. Surely, you're not so foolish as to realize it would mean exposing myself, my face, to heavens know how many strangers. You're right, I'm not. There'll be so many people there, and everyone will be caught up in the festivities. No one's going to bother stopping to scrutinize some random girl's face. I'd say you're likely to get significantly less attention in such a crowd. Likely, they say, the best place to hide a leaf is in the forest. Of course, I don't think you should be afraid to go out any day, festival or not. As far as I'm concerned, there's no reason for you to hide your face at all. That's easy for you to say. That's not my intention. I understand how significant an issue it is for you. But this festival is once in a year thing, and where is this even coming from anyway? What possessed you to suddenly ask me to the festival? Well, you know, I don't know. It was Jern's idea. What? Jern's idea? She dropped by this morning, and after making quite a racket, she brought up the upcoming festival. So, you're saying you're inviting me because Jern asked you to. Well, I mean, the biggest reason is because you weren't in any condition to participate in an event like this the last couple of years, so I wanted you to experience it this year. Enough, please. This is all for Jern, isn't it? What? She's concerned because I haven't been speaking with her much lately, right? Well, yeah, she is, but that's not why I... Okay, I'll go. Really? Yes, for Jern. I feel guilty knowing I've caused her so much distress. I'm dead weight at the brothel as it is. The last thing I want is to make things even worse by being a source of worry. So I will go to the festival. Morgana, I don't think anyone wants you to go out of some sense of obligation. If that's all, then go. You're done applying the ointment, aren't you? Morgana, please. Go. What's gotten into you? Why are you so upset? I am not upset. No, please. Go away. I beg to differ. Okay, I'll leave. Just remember, the festival there's for you to enjoy it, alright? I'll remind you when the days draw closer. I definitely went about that the wrong way, huh? I hoped her mood would improve by the time the festival came around. But unsurprisingly, my hopes weren't enough to change anything, and Morgana remained distant. She had always been sullen, aloof girl, but when she was really upset, she completely closed herself off. Day after awkward day crawled by, and I soon began to wonder if inviting her had been a mistake. But after all that, I couldn't just march up to her and say, "Never mind, we're not going." So I was left to endure a long, uncomfortable week until the day of the Midsummer Festival commenced. Ooh. Wow, there's a lot of the city parts we got to see there. Midsummer, the celebration of the nativity of John the Baptist, was an event observed across the land or around the summer solstice. In our city, festivities lasted for roughly 10 days. A large bonfire burned at the square, vendors set up stalls selling food and trinkets, and girls wore crowns made of flowers, dancing in a parade down the streets while onlookers whistled and clapped. The sheer vivacity that permeated the city was enough to make one forget about the Lord's venom coursing through it. Or perhaps that was the goal, an excuse to let loose and slip free of the Lord's iron grip, if only momentarily. We walked down the city main street, observing the excitement unfolding around us. Our group was only 4 large. The other girls either split off into their own parties, or decided they would rather take the time to sleep. It had been some time since I had last left the slums and visited the city proper. We weren't prohibited from entering the city, but wandering around in grimy rags only invited dirty looks, so most tended to avoid it. Nobody was eager to charge headfirst into the den of prejudice. But that all went away when festival time came around. Everyone was too busy enjoying themselves to go around condemning us for our appearance. It's a festival. We're at a festival. A real live festival. Look, Morgs, look. We're really at a festival. Settle down. I heard you the first time. And I do have eyes, you know. Settle down. But it's a festival. The whole point is to make noise and get wound up and crazy. Go crazy. If you make that much noise, you'll draw attention to us. No worries. Everybody's doing it. We'll fit right in. Still. It looks like they're giving out flower crowns over there. Let's go get some, Morgs. Come on. I have no interest in... Let go of me. Stop pulling. By all means, have fun, but try not to get so separated. They seem to be getting along just fine. Jern was telling me how Morgana was being distant, but it looks like she might have been reading too much into it. Wait, Jern said that? So, I take it you didn't know either? Yeah, I had no idea actually. Now there's something you don't see every day. You're always the first one to catch on any sort of friction between the girls. Yeah, I kinda struck them both of in my peripheral, since neither of them are prone to causing much trouble. So I haven't been watching Jern or Morgana very closely. Damn, I really need to pay more attention, huh? I should have noticed they had a falling out. Don't beat yourself up over it. You don't need to feel responsible for everything that goes, and on there, just because you've got seniority. What? You're worried about me? Think of it as more of a warning. Which, generally speaking, one gives because they're concerned. You know, it do wonders for what people thought about you if you could just find the stones to say, yeah, I am, instead of blowing smoke every time. And if I were to say that, I was worried about you, that you have no hesitation at saying exactly what you thought, that it made you want to hurl. Ah, am I that easy to read? Easier than you know. Hold on a sec. If Jern and Morgana weren't talking, I assume she's not the one who invited her to come then? Nope, that was me. Did you really? Well, color me shocked. Both that you would ask a girl out and Morgana would agree. She taken a liking to you or something? Though, I guess that wouldn't be too much of a surprise with how much time you spent looking after her. Well, actually, she had a slightly different reason for agreeing to come. Oh? Oh boy, those cards are kinda crazy. So you weren't able to get any flower crowns? Ah, Morgs threw a huge fit before we could get there. Said she'd rather go swimming in a latrine than wear flowers. I never said any such thing. Not in those words maybe, but you were objecting at least that much. What on earth did she say then? Yes, I objected, but only because the crowds were so bad we couldn't have gotten through. Oh, that's all? Can't say I'm surprised. You are both on the small side. Crowds this size could easily wash you away. Well, pardon me for being so small. I never said it was a bad thing. I'm sensing a lot more animosity between him and Morgana than Jern. In that case, we can have Jackie go and get them instead. A fine idea. Girls dig a man who knows how to step up and take the initiative. Yeah, girls love a guy who'll be protective. Well, he doesn't have any muscles. Don't think I missed that joke. Oh, Jacopo, you're such a hunk. And remember, one for each of us. Good grief. Okay, fine, you win. I'll get them. So drop the obnoxious flattery act before I spew chunks. 2 is fine. I don't need one. It is a festival, you know. You should wear something with a little more color for once. Change things up from your usual dreary garb. No, bad Jackie. 0 out of 10. No girl wants to be ordered around like that. Yeah, seriously. At least have some sense and say something like, you would look positively gorgeous with a crown of flowers to accentuate your beautiful hair. Ha, I love it. It's so corny I can taste it. Just make sure you top it off with, but flowers can never compare to your natural beauty. If you so much as utter a single syllable, I swear I will despise you for all eternity. Never in 1,000 years. Christ, 3 flower crowns coming right up. And stay right there where I can find you, okay? See ya, darling. Do those girls ever get tired of heckling me? They were right about the crowds, though. I don't understand how so many people can care so much about a few free flowers. Though, I suppose when you're in a festive mood, frivolities tend to seem all the more attractive. Hey, watch where you're going. Woman, Hey, are you okay? I didn't think I bumped you that hard. I'm fine. I'm just feeling slightly under the weather today. Then, what are you doing at a festival of all things? Need a hand? No, but thank you. What a curious woman. I get the impression she didn't want anyone to see her face either. And she looked rather well off at that, from what I could make out beneath her robe. Oh, I think it's the woman that plotted with Jacopo to pretend that he's her son, so he can take the Lord's place. I think that might be her. A noble, perhaps? No, it couldn't have been. Alright, no time to stand in muss. Wow, it must be her, right? Yeah, it must be her. I'm so sorry. I just gave out the very last one. You can't be serious. If only you had been here a few minutes sooner, you could have gotten some too. Damn it, if I hadn't been sidetracked by that woman. Thanks anyway, and sorry for wasting your time. Hold up just a sec. I'm all out of crowns, but I do have one spare flower you can have. I was saving it for myself, but I'm in a charitable mood. Are you sure? It was meant for you. You're allowed to keep it. You looked like you were really counting on getting those crowns, though. Oh, no, hardly. Why would anyone care so much about a few flowers anyway? Don't play dumb with me. They were gonna be for your sweetheart, right? Now you're being Don't be bashful, take it. I'm rooting for you. Bye, enjoy the festival. Thank you. I suppose it's better to come back with something, rather than get my youth chewed off from both sides. Ah, there he is. I'm counting exactly 0 crowns, so we weren't able to get any either? I showed up 3 seconds too late, they were all out. Ah, well that's a bummer, but what you gonna do? You say free and everyone comes running. No, you gotta hit them with something a little more girly. Whoop. They're real pretty. I can see why everyone want them. You already blew your chance. And speaking of blowing it, Jacopo, we sent you out on a little errand. On one little errand, and you can't even manage to pull that off, you worthless grunt? Now who needs a lesson in acting like a girl? Ooh, I'm so sorry, Jacopo. Thank you so much for going out there in the big, scary crowd just for us. I'm gagging from the sheer volume of bullshit erupting from your mouth. Hear me out, though. While I may not have been able to get the crowns you asked for, I was able to acquire an exclusive, one-of-a-kind flower. Not so worthless now, am I? Damn, he's so smug about it. Thank you, flower girl, whose name I never got. Yee, not feeling it. If you were 3, maybe I'd be proud of you. Then go get your own goddamn flowers. Whoa, relax. It is a nice flower, very pretty. And you never know, it might even look better in someone's hair than a crown. I don't know, there's still only one. You're never going to stop complaining, are you? Not complaining, just wondering who you're gonna give it to. Oh, shit, that is a problem. Right. Then we'll give it to... Oh, we have a choice? Okay, let's save. I mean, it's mine! Okay, that is hilarious. We'll give it to Morgana. Obviously, naturally. Pick someone else. At least feign interest. Why would you think I would be interested in a flower when I already told you I didn't want a crown? A single flower won't make you stick as much as a whole crown, so I don't see what the problem is. Why are you so desperate to get me wearing a flower? Excuse me? How am I being desperate? Can you think of a better word to describe your stubborn insistence? A flower would clash horribly with my face anyway. Or are you trying to turn me into a laughingstock? You really need to do something about that cynicism. As I've told you several times already, no one cares how you look, they're too distracted. I am not being cynical. You're a cold-hearted monster if you believe I can simply turn off my anxiety about my appearance. You don't have to put it in your hair. If you prefer, you can just carry it with you. But I'd like it to go to good use. Then give it to Maria or Churn. I swear, it's like I'm arguing with a brick wall. Okay, let's try this again. We haven't talked much recently. So think of it as a... Just take it, please. I look like an oaf waving this damned thing around. So stop trying to shove it into my hands. Okay, there. It's all yours now. Don't you dare throw it away either. What on earth is his problem? Is there any helping that guy, like, at all? Now you understand how he can spend so much in a brothel and still be single, don't you? He's completely hopeless. Looks like the crowd thinned out a bit. Following the parade, I guess? Then, how about we go check the stalls and get some grub? Meat! Let's gobble down kebabs till we burst. Sorry to burst your bubble, kid, but everyone's selling meat packed off for today. Huh? Hey, figured I'd find you guys somewhere around here. Oh, hello, Gretchen. What do you mean they packed off for today? Exactly that. Short on supplies. All ran out this morning. And this is just day 1. Who knows how bad it'll get until the rest of the festival. No, not the meat. Anything but the meat. Let me guess. Everyone all out of meat because you ate it all, beefcake. God, I fucking wish I had. Also, I have a name, you know. I always use nickname for my friends. No exceptions. Oh well, in that case. Are you really okay with her calling you that, Gretchen? I would have expected them to stock up on supplies in anticipation of the higher demand during the festival. I bet they tried, but the damn lord's leeching up everything he can get his grimy hands on. You think the bastard would have learned his lesson 2 years ago, but no, it's just been getting worse. God, this whole city needs to get off its lazy ass and tell the lord they ain't gonna stand for this shit. For his shit. I doubt many people are interested in risking execution to express their discontent. The number of hanging has risen significantly of late. He seems to be purging any dissenters he can find. Don't you think it's high time we got started, Jacopo? Started on what? What do you think? Our second uprising? Lower your damn voice, you oaf. There's no telling who might be listening. Kid, they got to be standing right next to us to hear anything at all in all that noise. Way I see it, we're safer talking here out in the open than having secret meetings. Did you hear anything I just said? It's getting less safe every day. You know, we're pretty damn organized, if I do say so myself. Our numbers are growing, and I'm making sure everyone knows their way around a sword. Instead of just having him a little kick in the buttocks like the last time, I say we go all out and start a revolution. Rip the sick fuck down from his bloody throne. A revolution? What do you say? I think we could pull it off. He's right. We probably could. No, that's not a good idea right now. And why the hell not? What, you're not flanking us or flaking on us, are you? But what happens if we succeed? Assuming we can dethrone the Lord, what's next? What if whoever takes his place is equally avaricious? Anyone will be better than who we got now. That leaves too much to chance. And even if his successor is more reasonable, would still be executed for treason. So you're saying, we sit on our thumbs and deal with it? If only we can find a noble to join our cause. Someone as flagrantly contemptuous as him, bound to have made a few enemies among the upper class. Having the novelty involved would certainly give us more of a leg on to stand on. Hey, how about you guys just let it go already? Why? You're not going to find any nobles willing to stand up to the Lord. They say he murdered the previous Lord, as well as anyone who opposed them, their families, and their associates. No one's ever gonna side with a bunch of plebs. Wasn't expecting to hear the word plebs in here. Kinda caught me off guard. The smartest thing to do would be to shut up and suck it up. The Lord's not immortal. He'll die of something eventually, so you don't need to stick your necks out just to hurry the process. You can't be serious. Wait, for him to die? With things as bad as they are? Food's getting more scarce by the day, and people getting executed left and right, just because the Lord doesn't like what they're saying. The city's not gonna last for more than another few years, and everyone in the slums either be dead or run off way before them. Can't imagine that would be good for business. Well, but still, it's not something a bunch of slum rats could ever hope to pull off. You've got your heads in the clouds. Just because you can dream it doesn't mean you can do it. Don't be such a bunch of idiots, okay? God, would you listen to this broad? Every last one of them. I swear I can deal with it. Always so concerned about protecting their own skin. Well, excuse me. I'm about done dealing with you and your suicidal fantasies too. You want to take this out back, little bitch? Whoa, calm down, both of you. We can continue this conversation at the pub. I still don't think it's a good idea to do it somewhere so public. Alright, fine. But let me tell you one thing. We're gonna have to do something, and damn soon. Even if it's a suicide mission. Anyway, I should probably get going. Don't wanna be the fifth wheel on your group date. What? Does this look like a date to you? You're damn freaking right it does. You got a girl on each arm and one to spare. I might have misjudged you, kid. I'm simply here as a representative of the brothel to ensure none of our employees find themselves in any harm. That's horseshit and we both know it. You don't have to be shy around me, bro. You wanna bang 3 girls at once? Good on ya. A man's gotta be able to pull his weight, both in and out of bed. I would never treat my friends with such disrespect. And if I were to so crass, I would never be fit to assist with the Lord's brothel operations. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're kidding, right? Not in the slightest. Dude. Are you training to be a monk or what? That's not it. Ah, I've got it. Hmm? You're lacking in the size department downstairs. I'm so wrong, man. Oh god. Hey, the fuck was that for? Sorry, my feast appeared to have a mind of its own. Yeah, well, minds of a mind make you taste dirt. Oh, is it? Well, by all means. I'll be happy to take your spot as number 1. Fat chance, asshole. A little bit of friendly brawl? All men are idiots. Utter fools. You said it. Ooh, I hear music from down there. And there are people dancing around a big fire. Come on, Jackie. Come on, Beefcake. Freak roll and run mud and let's go dance. Alright, I'll let you off the hook. But only cause Jern asked. And I'd rather not snap at my number 2.5. Shit, were you even paying attention, you blind oaf? I was 3 seconds from popping your damn shoulder right out of its socket. Ah, stop. Time. Fist down. You can rope each other all you want to the pub. Music started, so it's dancing time. Down to the square with you. Come on, let's get moving. You two Morgs? You can go without me. Morgs, we'll never find you again in this crowd. Come on, let loose a little. Have fun, it's a festival. Anywhere but here. But there, please. There are too many people there here already. It will only be worse at the center of the square. So, please, go on. You know, now that I think about it, we can dance just fine right here. What? No need to go down to the square. I'm a genius. Yeah, good point. What's important is that we have fun and make a lot of noise, not where we do it. I guess not everything that comes out of your mouth is hot air, Jern. Why, thank you, boss. That wasn't really a compliment. Wait, what? No, you don't. You can barely even hear the music from here. This is no place for dancing. You should be all just go down. Why do you need some music? No problem. I'll go snag a barrel. I can hang out a funky bit for all of you. Ooh, you need more than just a beat to dance to, though. There should be some actual music. He's exactly right. So you can all go down to the... Give me a sec. I'll go find some kind of instrument. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Borrow my loot? Absolutely not. I will not allow a filthy rat like yourself to lay one finger. Yeah, don't try to hurt me, please. Okay, you can have it. But promise me, you'll take a very good care of it. Be extremely gentle, okay? Don't bang it around or be rough with the strings, okay? A kindly troubadour lent me his lute. You know, sometimes I forget you're as much a thug as the gorilla over here or there. Ooh, let's dance. Hold hands, everyone. I really have no interest in dancing, so if you would please leave me out. All set here. Hit it, boys. Whee! Wait, stop pulling my arms. She's moving. Ah. The whole world's spinning. Why do I feel like you're getting faster? We're just getting warmed up, girl. Faster, faster, faster. Woo! Please, stop spinning. That's what I'm talking about. Are you having fun, Morgs? I don't even know where I am right now. You don't get enough exercise. You gotta give your whole body a workout. I'm having the time of my life. You're always having the time of your life. She sure is. Come on, crank it up a couple notches. Zoom! Slow down, please. I know I told you to speed up, but this is a bit much. Oh my god. Oh, okay, seriously, this is a bit much. We're going too fast. We'll figure something out. Oh my god. Okay, I can't even read it now. They're literally zip-zapping. Stop. Oh shit. And they're all down for the count. Never in my life I've seen such a mere dent take such a disastrous turn. So, what are we gonna do with them? What do you think? Shit. What? What's wrong with you? A string snapped. Oh. I had a blast today. Danced my butt off, talked my mouth off. Got myself one heck of a goosey egg. The bumps were not a part of the plan. But yeah, I had plenty good time too. I wish we could gotten some meat. Same boss. Same. But it was a good day anyway. It's exciting getting to go out with everyone. What about you, Morris? Did you have fun? Yes, I did. Sweet beans! Of everything that happened today, I'd say my favorite has to be Jackie and Beefcake brawling. I'm sure you enjoy that. Of course, you can't just go down to the pub and see that anytime you want. It's too bad Beefcake had to bail. He apparently hasn't had his fill of excitement and went to meet up with some of the gang. Woo-wee, Beefcake sure lives up to his name. When it comes to vitality, I'd say you give Gretchen a damn good run for his money. Oh yeah, and it was also nice to learn that Jackie's such a sweetheart. No good having a guy who doesn't really care about girls helping out at a brothel. That would pose some problem, yes. Though, I gotta ask, you have your eye on anyone in particular, Jackie? What? How many times are you going to bring that up? I'm glad you're looking out for us, but you gotta look out for yourself too. Relieve some stress every once in a while. So if you got your eyes on someone, I say you go for him, even if it's someone you work with. So how about it? Do you? Don't you? Sorry, but I've never much cared for this sort of talk. You're no fun. And what about you? Huh? You know how it goes. A girl only brings the subject up because she's itching for someone to turn around and ask her. Wait, no, I never. So do ya? Cause I can totally pull some strings for you. I've been in this business long enough, I got contacts everywhere. Well, it's simple yes or no question. I might have my eyes on someone. Oh, see? What did I tell you? So who it is? Who's the lucky bastard? Ain't telling. Alright, then if you won't give me a name, describe him for me. He's got trouble expressing his feelings. Go on. He kinda looks angry a lot of the time. Oh, that's GeneralApple. Yeah, that's for sure. Oh yeah? He can be pretty haughty. What else? But I think he's a pretty great guy. Is that so? What are you glaring at me for, Maria? That's nowhere near enough info to go on, I know, but if you do figure it out, don't say anything. Oh, no, that was more than enough information. But I hear you. You want to take things at your own pace. No problem. But I know, I don't have a chance, so I'm not gonna try and pursue him or anything. As long as he's happy, that's what matters most, even if it means he doesn't pick me. I want him to focus on what matters to him the most. Guess, Jern, God, you're such a little sweetheart. That old oaf doesn't deserve you. I'll find someone who'll treat you right. Huh? Thanks? Okay now, I'm pretty sure I'm not being presumptuous in assuming, but I never would have guessed. Okay now, you're up. Morgs, who do you... Hey, is that you, Jern? Who? Man, you got some guts showing your face around here. What is this old drunkard problem? Doesn't look like someone I'd want to associate with. You know this man, Jern? Yeah, he was a client where I used to work, I think. Gotcha. You have any idea how bad you fucked me over, you little slut? Eep, stop pulling on me. Like hell, you need a good weapon. Actually, what you need is a... You need to watch your damn temper, drunkard. Ooh, the fuck is your problem? Get your hands off me. I'd like to know what your problem is. This one here, I need her to do business. You're prepared to pay for any damages you cause? Because from where I'm standing, you sure don't look like you're swimming in money. You little... I'm sure even in your drunken stupor, you know what's the smart thing to do would be. Okay, fine, I won't touch her. So get your goddamn hands off me. Huh. So, I take it you're working down in the slums now, Jern? Couldn't think of any better way for you to end up, you walking scourge. I thought I told you to back the hell off. Now, let's not get physical. We've already got bad enough of a reputation with the rest of the city. One little black eye isn't going to change that the damn bit. Chill, let me take it from here. My fine sir, it sounds as though you and one of our girls have a bit of a bad blood between you. I offer you my sincerest apologies, so could you perhaps consider this all water under the bridge? And why should I? How about this? You can cop a feel. Right here, right now, completely free of charge. What the? Maria? For a slum rat, you ain't too bad to look at. Alright, then you got yourself a deal. Excellent, then come on over. You little, I could almost hear the sound of his balls being crushed. Ooh. I thought she'd like twisted his hand or something. Oh god. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was going to give you a little massage, but my hand seemed to have slipped. You bitch. You fucking bitch. You're not very intimidating when you're hunched over and squirming, you know. I called the guards, you slum rat, but they'll take care of you. Oh, and what you're gonna say? Hell, please, this woman grabbed my balls and now I can't walk straight. They'll be too busy laughing to do anything. Just you wait, you little bitch. You will pay for this. I swear to God. Don't you show your ugly mug around me ever again. I need to find somewhere to wash my hands now. Boss, that was amazing. I think terrifying is a better word. You let me know if anyone else comes looking for a fight. I've got your back. And my loyalty. For life. God, I never get on the best side. But don't you want to know what I did at the last place? If you want to talk, I'm all ears. And if you don't, that's fine too. Everyone catches their fair share of shit in this line of work. Money problems, people problems, we all got problems. But even if you did screw up somehow, you're like family now. You're like family now. I'm not gonna toss you onto the streets over a couple of little blunder. Boss. And you've got more than just me on your side. Isn't that right? I certainly wouldn't have stepped in if I didn't have some interest in your safety. Jackie. Thank you. You were pretty impressive too. You had that guy arm all twisted up in no times flat. I can see why you're the gang's number 2. Indeed. Ooh, and that blush I see... Is that blush I see? Are you blushing? I am not. Family is someone who don't throw you out onto the streets. That's what they're supposed to be. I hope that my father will not forsake me. Morgana? What? You're being so quiet. And this is new? I guess not. It wasn't as bad as you thought it would be, was it? You're right, it wasn't. And we can do this again, whenever you want. We'll gladly invite you, or if you're feeling up to it, you can even invite us sometimes. It won't take long before you acclimate to all the excitement, to being around other people, interacting with them. Then you'll be able to enjoy yourself even more. Just thinking about it has me excited. Imagine you out there talking to people, smiling, laughing, acting like you're a girl your age. The day can come soon enough. You know. You're dreadfully insensitive. What? How does that make me insensitive? It just does. Morgana, you really need to... Hey, get a move on you two. We're heading back. I'm sorry. I'm coming. What? Hey! And that is all for today's video. And today we actually got a pretty chill experience. We didn't get any important story bit or whatever. We just got to see everyone, literally all the characters interacting with each other and kind of feeling like one big family and hanging out together. So it was really, really cool to see that. I enjoyed it a lot. It was really adding a ton to the dynamic between the characters. And I enjoy it. I enjoyed it so much. It's just gonna make things more painful down the road. I already know it. Like, I'm about to cry for sure. And it also seems like I might have been wrong about Jern. I kind of thought she may be involved with a bandit that were about to raid the brothel. But I might be wrong about that. Maybe the man that stopped them on the street was related to that. Maybe he had something to do with it. But we did see the beginning of the uprising. I mean, we started to see them talking about it. About the second uprising, which, as we know, eventually will lead Jacopo to be the Lord. And we also met the mother, which is, I mean, not his real mother, obviously. We already know she's not his real mother, but the one who's plotting with Jacopo to overthrow the Lord. And I guess it will happen in the future, and we'll see about that. But we catch a glimpse of her, which was really, really cool. So we did have an important bits here and there of the big story, but most of the video we just got a really chill experience of everyone hanging out at a festival, and I enjoyed it a lot. So we're probably going to see some really major plot is involved things in the future in our next playthrough. But for now, it was a pretty chill game. But yeah, that would be all for today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.